Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a 12 The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball again on second down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you bet.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On play action, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
This is taken around the 12. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And a check down complete to Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, there was somebody having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carr lost it. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play able to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, slant to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw will be taken in by Cole. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, Carr. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Carr. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. It's caught here by Adams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Carr going to go on 4th down. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Carr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Jet defense so far is standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Daniel Carlson kicking off Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Forced out to his left. And he overshot it there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On the counter, it's Hall.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a save.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
Touchdown! Breece Hall, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught out right by Renfro. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action. Now Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Okay, Frank.
Wilson wants to throw it.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because Someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Carr now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is Carr inside the 5.
Ultimately, one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.